Good morning. Happy Monday, the 18th. We are more than halfway through October. I am in shock and awe. But here we are. And how are you this Monday morning? Oh my goodness. We are having some actual fall weather too. And I have a little couch out on the front porch, the love seat. And yesterday morning went out there all wrapped in my blanket to read. It was just so much fun. I loved it. So yes, I hope you're enjoying your fall weather. And I wanted to talk today about resistance. So, resistance is what comes up for us when we're going for something, right? We decide to go for it. We have a goal or an intention and we're going to go for it. And of course, magically it happens, right? No. Resistance comes up, and a lot of times it's in the form of limiting beliefs. Your subconscious will hijack you. There's all different ways that resistance starts to show up. Just even, your behaviors. You'll be so close to what it is that you want, but then that subconscious will jump in and tell you, to behave differently than the person who has that, the person who achieves that. And you end up sabotaging exactly what you wanted right then and there. So let's talk about resistance and the reasons for it. And oftentimes, the reason for resistance comes back to worthiness. When you dig into it, it's like, well, I didn't do this because, and we'll have these reasons like, well, maybe this wasn't exactly, and then this, but as we start to dig into the reasons, a lot of times what we'll come up with is, I didn't feel worthy. And it doesn't mean that you don't feel worthy of everything, like you have absolutely no sense of self-worth, but there's pieces, there's little bits and pieces in your life where you feel less worthy. And what I think is so ironic is very often they are the things that come easy to you. You're like, well, I don't deserve to be successful at ... because it's really easy. And I've always been taught that you have to work hard to be successful. Here is the thing, my love. Just because it's easy to you doesn't mean it's easy to everybody else. That's your gift, okay? That's what you're meant to excel at. It's what you're meant to be successful at, to be excellent at. And, we just psych ourselves out with that whole, oh, but it's easy. Not for everyone. And if you don't believe me, start taking an inventory. Ask your friends if whatever it is that you think is so easy, if they find that easy, if it's as natural for them. Chances are it's probably not. I've had so many of these discussions with people. I mean, going back to, way before I was ever even coaching, I've had these discussions like, no, other people can't do that. The rest of us cannot do that. That's why you're amazing at that, right? And I think it's also coupled with that because we also have that subconscious belief of it has to be hard. It has to be difficult. You're only successful if you work hard at something. Well, that's the masculine, working hard, taking action. But again, we want to marry in that feminine and flow. Feminine is about flow, right? So working with your intuition, working with your talents and your gifts and the energy and letting it just be easy for you because it's meant to be. Yes, you take action and there's parts where you are going to work a little harder, but it doesn't have to be you banging your head on the wall all the time. So that's, where it just sort of that marriage comes around again. And so sometimes we don't know the different places in our lives where we're not feeling worthy. And that's where when we get into a little bit more of a dive. We break it down. And so, I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now the Success Worthiness Virtual Retreat, and I'm so excited for it. It's going to be so amazing, and I know it's an investment of time for you, and it's a little bit of an investment of money, and that's it. Are you worth it? Are you worth it? Because this is the time right now, energetically, the fall, to be doing this stuff. So this is when, we are working with the flow, we're working with the energy. And big part of that is we're going to release resistance. So we got to identify it. And so we're going to work through that and identifying the resistance so that as you move forward, you are stepping into that person who already is. You attract what you are. And so if you are already stepping into that empowered goddess version of yourself who has everything that you want, that's what you're pulling in towards you. I let that sit for a minute. How does that feel? That feels pretty amazing to me. So I hope that, whether you do this with me or on your own, I just, please, like, this is the time, the energy, that time to really plant your seeds and plant those bulbs and really get your intention set, not in the winter, not in the cold, soil that you can't even dig into. You want to do it now and get it all ready for new life in the spring. And in the winter, we're going to go into that reflection and really even more becoming that person. This is how we really set up our manifesting, or at least manifesting what we want, right? We're always manifesting. But if we're worrying and if we're criticizing ourselves, we're manifesting what we don't want. So let's flip the script and manifest what we actually want. Hey, good morning, Dot. Great question to break through. Yeah. Do you have a question with it? Oh, yeah. The great question as far as what is your resistance? Yeah. And, that's, and if you haven't caught it, I do a podcast, Breakthrough or Bust, with people who share their stories of breakthrough, because for that reason, we get to that cusp of the breakthrough and then we back down. And I see it. Like, I did a wealth worthiness challenge a couple months ago, and I had these people talk about, oh, I really need this. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. And at the very last minute, they talked themselves out of it. They didn't want to break through. And that's okay. But I got to tell you, you are worth it. When you're ready, step in. Because like the ladies in that challenge, I was blown away by the time it was a Monday through Friday thing. When we got to Friday and I'm listening to stories of, oh my gosh, I've had like all these past clients reaching back out, and I've had all these new inquiries coming in, and and all of the stuff that was falling into place for people. I was blown away and my heart just like lit up. I was so happy for them. So my loves, it is all possible. And I know I get that. It's sometimes scary to be successful. It's like, oh my gosh, what's on the other side? But I promise you, what is on the other side is amazing. So just enjoy that. It's almost like a roller coaster fear, right? It's exhilarating. So just be exhilarated with it and not scared. Okay. So if you want to check that out, it is successworthiness.com. I would love to have you there because you are important. Your voice is important. Sharing your gift is important. And I absolutely love you. So that is there for you. I hope you will step through. And if not, I'm here every Monday at 9:15 for Imperfectly Amazing, and every Wednesday at 9:15 for ClariTea with Kaluwa. And twice a month, I drop a new episode of Breakthrough or Bust, so you can watch that to be inspired. Or do you have a story of breakthrough? Now, remember, you do not have to be a perfect person to have broken through something. We all have multiple breakthroughs in our lives. We don't just have that one and then we're like, walking on water or anything, right? We're constantly breaking through. But, hearing other people's stories is so inspiring, when you're going through it. And I often say, like, especially, actually not even, I mean, this has been going on since way before social media. When you think about the fact that people have always sort of shown the perfect picture of their family, of their lives, right? We always hide the skeletons in the closet. So it's very easy to feel like you're the only one who's imperfect. And that is absolutely not true. Everybody has been through stuff. Everybody has had stuff in their childhood, maybe alcoholic relative. Like, there's everybody. Throw a rock and you will hit someone who has had it. Okay? You are not alone. And that's really the biggest thing in Breakthrough or Bust, is showing you you're not alone. There's so many people, and let's, keep pushing through. So anyway, that was just a quick aside that sort of came up. But yeah, I'm here on the lives twice a week. I have the podcast for you, and I have the Success Worthiness Retreat coming up this coming Sunday. I'm so excited. If you can, hurry up and sign up, because I'm getting gift bags out. I want you to have the gift bag for the retreat, and we know how the mail is. So hurry up, do it at the beginning of the week if you can. If not, you will still get it, but I would love for you to have it for the retreat. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's one more thing, but there might not be. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This is my last one for the public for 2021. Okay. So I'm about to go into travel season, and, there's a lot going on. I'm going to be attending my own retreat, overflowing my cup to keep pouring into you. So, yeah, so this is the last one. Otherwise, you'll have to be a member of one of the programs to be attending this kind of stuff. But there's some really good stuff still going on for that. So, and there are ways to be in the programs extremely affordably. So, reach out, send me a message, and I am sending you so much love this morning. Keep the comments coming. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Have an amazing week. Enjoy this fall weather, and I'll see you next time. Bye.